Good afternoon, Ministers. I have a question for Justice Minister Helen McEntee to begin with. So you say you're serious about combating crime, particularly violence against women and girls. Yet this past week we've seen many shocking criminal sentences in the courts. For example, today a violent attacker who repeatedly stamped on a pensioner's head during an unprovoked assault has had his jail term reduced by the Court of Appeal. This week we also saw a man who punched and kicked his ex-partner, damaged her teeth, stood on her neck for around a minute and said, "I'm going to effing kill you." That man received a fully suspended sentence, and so on and so forth. And we often see crimes like this. This is just from this week alone. So my question is, how can you say that you're serious about tackling violent crime when the courts consistently hand out the lightest sentences possible for the most heinous crimes?
Well, I would reiterate that I'm absolutely committed to combating domestic, sexual and gender-based violence, and there are a number of ways in which we need to do that. The strategy that we launched earlier on this year is based on 4 key principles: prevention, protection, prosecution and policy coordination. Obviously, from a prosecution point of view, it's important that we ensure the criminal justice system is welcoming to victims who come forward, that they're supported, but at the end of the day that there is justice, and that they know when they come forward that there is justice for what has happened to them. Only in the last week I've brought forward a bill, second stage in the Dáil, which will introduce an increase from 5 years to 10 for assault causing harm, which is where many of these domestic violence incidents end up. We will introduce a new standalone offence of stalking, a new standalone offence of non-fatal strangulation, as well as many other changes that are happening right across the court structure. I can't comment on individual cases and obviously what a judge decides to do or not do, but what I can ensure is that there are as many options available to our judiciary where there needs to be higher sentences imposed, that option is available to them, but also that there is significant training. So it's not just about the Gardaí, the legal profession, but it's also our judiciary undertaking new types of training, making sure that they understand and are able to support victims, and that's something that's ongoing and something that I hope will be rolled out right across the judiciary.
Danny.